So he has done so much of serving to the government and the people at large. It takes time to really talk about. He's the author of over 21 books, over 100 papers, serving in the advisory boards of many organizations, B schools, universities across India and overseas. Professor Datta has over 25 years of experience in defense, corporate, higher education, research, consulting, and startup activities. I know him as a change maker and the force behind the top 50 path-breaking initiatives under MPS Global, and thus adding value every second on education space, cutting across the geographic regions. My interaction with him started almost a decade back to go in, but closely last few years. I've been following him, and he's the one who inspires everybody to go. And I always tell him that the energy levels he has and things to go, and they take it a good way. Welcome you, sir, and over to you for your session. We welcome Professor Bholanath Dutta to be a part of our program. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chetan Srivastava, my good friend, whom I know, as Sir said rightly, for last few years. And I also get inspired from him because he is also a very good speaker, and he has achieved a lot in academic journey, and still pursuing a lot of things, startup and entrepreneurship activities. It's inspiring, and it's a great opportunity for me, sir. You have given me this platform to share my views, at the same time to learn all the esteemed participants, because we have the faculty members, those who are part of it, and it's a great opportunity to interact with all of them and share my views on the theme of this refresher course. And I'll just keep on talking because no PPT, and I think that's a great opportunity for me. I don't have PPT, otherwise, like students, people get bored. If we just repeat the PPT.
So you need a PowerPoint to make a point. You don't need a PowerPoint to make a point, sir.
No, I thought the few points I'll highlight, which will be useful for all of us, and at the same time, if anyone has any question, it will be indeed a great opportunity to interact with all the learned, esteemed participants for this refresher course. And I congratulate Dr. Srivastava, and I think there
voice breaking, sir.
I think there is some net issue. 1 minute, ma'am. Okay, sorry, I think there is some internet issue being on digital platform. Okay, so let us start the today's session. I think, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. The topic, the theme which I chosen and given to Dr. Chetan Srivastava is fast forward to future education with respect to commerce and management education. What I mentioned in this particular theme, the fast forward, because there is a research by KPMG, and this particular research says what transformation is going to happen for next 10 years, what they have foreseen that has happened in last 1.5 years due to this pandemic. There is rapid change. At the same time, not only change in the technology, in the business environment or the academic environment, as an individual, we teachers, students, corporate executives, they have also changed their approach, their attitude, their habit, their way of doing business. So everything has undergone the rapid change, and people say that those people, they have done extremely well, those who have changed very fast, and those who are highly adaptable and highly flexible. And we know in management we have a subject, change and knowledge management. And change and knowledge management, okay, whenever we talk about change, there is a lot of resistance. There's a lot of resistance to change because people, they have a lot of suspicion what this change, whether this change will affect the career or not, and what kind of new things it is going to bring upon on us, and how we're going to tackle. But this time that did not happen. Okay, that did not happen because there was no other option left out other than to coming on to virtual mode. So people, they have adapted very fast. They have been very flexible to adapt the technology and come on online and continue the teaching, learning, sharing, and caring. I think that's something fantastic. We are looking for going back to campus, all of us. Okay, all of us looking for going back to campus. Students are also very eager to go back to campus, and many universities and college schools, they started already functioning. The situation is much better. Few days back, on the occasion of our honorable prime minister's birthday, the single day there was more than 2 crore vaccination, the highest ever in the world. So we are progressing very fast. And if you look at the rate of infection, that has come down overall across India, except Kerala is little bit surges on the higher side. Otherwise, things are normal. But ICMR, they said that by October, maybe there may be third waves, but we are not sure about it. Looking on the ground as of now, the situation is quite comfortable as of now. And I think soon we'll get back to no campus and get into our normal mode of functioning, right? So that's one thing. And this particular pandemic, they have a lot of challenges. At the same time, there are a lot of plus sides, the positive aspects of this pandemic with respect to getting. Now whenever we talk about internationalization of higher education, I think that is one of the major issues today, whether it is commerce or management program or any other disciplines. And many universities, they have started twinning program and different other initiatives, joint research, joint consulting, so that there is a global outlook and knowledge can transfer from one side or one geographic area to another geographic area. I think that's is happening during this pandemic, because being in online mode, no addressing the students or attending any program or getting a resource person from the overseas has become much easier, because people need not travel, there is not cost involved. So a lot of positive aspects due to this pandemic. And I have seen that lot of collaborations, lot of MOU signing among institutions within India and outside India with Indian institution as well. There are a lot of joint research, joint consulting project. The fantastic things are happening during this pandemic time, and this is definitely the plus side. At the same time, we are getting very good guest lectures, the resource persons for our course, which is little difficult in the conventional mode due to the cost, time, all these aspects are involved. I think there are a lot of positive sides. And if you look at the already government of India, they have opened up the institutions, foreign institutions, to start their campus in India. And 20 to 30 top league universities, they have shown their keen interest to start their off-campus center in India. I think that will have a sea change in Indian education sector with respect to quality, with respect to teaching, with respect to research. But definitely at the same time, because of this competition, I'm sure that Indian institutions and the faculty students also will come up, because competition is not bad. Competition is good if there is a spirit of doing something better and excel in research, consulting, and other extension activities. So once these foreign institutions, they start coming to India and start their off-campus center, so that time there will be definitely a good competitions, and definitely this will help the quality of higher education to improvise. Now take an example of Osaka University. Now before this pandemic also, Osaka University has so many programs wherein one particular course is taken by on modular approach by the overseas professors, wherein they come and stay for 1 week or few days and take up one particular course and go back, and completely the course is taken by the foreign professors. So a lot of innovations, lot of creativities, if we find in terms of creating values to education, creating values to the students, already are in place. and but that is happening much more during this particular pandemic. And in commerce and management, if I talk about the research, I just know one idea came in our mind. Often the idea comes in our mind. We talk a lot about entrepreneurship and startup activities, and most and everywhere, I think all institutions, they have incubator or edcl. So if we talk about research, can we say that if a faculty member or students pursuing the research, if he or she can start a successful enterprise or startup, that can be equivalent to a research work. IIT Delhi, they started for their PhD program in engineering, wherein if a research scholar start a successful venture, in that case, that will be equivalent to a research. But that journey is not that simple, right? We should not take that any no, you start any business and that will be equivalent to it. It's not like that. A successful startup wherein there is an innovation, there is no a solution to address the real time problem. I think in that case, within the parameters set, if all the parameters are met, that can be equivalent to a research. I think these particular aspects, whenever we talk about startup and no entrepreneurship in commerce and management applications, we need to nurture. Now, faculty startup activities. In US, they call no teacherpreneur. Every teacher should be an entrepreneur. We have incubator, we have EDSL for the students, whether faculty are given equal access, time, and opportunities to start their venture or not. I think that's one area. I think all institutions, faculty also should be encouraged to test their idea inside the incubator. And if the idea is good and can address the real time problem, probably faculty can come out as an entrepreneur, or maybe with few students they can start a joint venture. I think that is very, very important. The hands-on activities, the applications, I think that makes a lot of sense whenever we talk about startup and entrepreneurship activities in the business schools. Now look at the commerce and management. Today, we are talking about, see, a lot of principles, lot of ideas which were tested or accepted as an universal applications. I think because of this pandemic, those proven wrong ideas. No, and look, when the aeroplane came, the invention of aeroplane revolutionized the transportation industry. The television has revolutionized entertainment industry. Telephone or mobile phone has revolutionized the communication. On the similar way, the technology has revolutionized the education sector to a great aspect which no one thought of. People may talk that when we get back to the campus, the online mode will not be there. But online mode definitely it going to be there, and it will be sustainable because of some inherent advantages of being on online in terms of access, in terms of cost, in terms of quality. I think all these parameters in online platform, I think they meet the criteria to excel for any teacher or students or higher educational institutions, and especially commerce and management program, wherein we talk a lot about commerce, the business activities and the management disciplines. I think see the crony capitalism, right? Crony capitalism, what we talk about the US. Whenever we talk about US, we talks about crony capitalism. No, they live their life on debt. But in India, see, we are highly resilient people. If we earn 1 rupees, we save at least 30 to 40 paise for our future. I think that's the big difference. But people were for crony capitalism and capitalist. But this particular pandemic has taught us that capitalism, this particular model, okay, is not a very sustainable model. We need a welfare model, welfare economics, wherein poor has to be taken care, the deprived section of society has to be taken care. I think these particular learnings, I think government of India during last 1.5 year, they have come out positively and they have spent huge amount of money for revival of the SME sector, to help the laborers, to help the marginal peoples. I think that's the responsibility of the state, and that cannot be ignored. And this pandemic has taught us that state has greater responsibility towards its citizens, not only during at the time of this particular pandemic, but during the normal course of life. Now see that disinvestment planning, there's a lot of debate. Three banks already listed for privatization, and immediately all those banks employees, they applied for other banks. Okay, other banks, because PSU always know the job is secured. So people are thinking no whether disinvestment is good. Like there is a lot of debate. I think debate is always healthy. Now disinvestment of Air India. Now there are a lot of arguments in favor as well as in against of it. Many countries, they don't have their national carrier, but many countries do, they have their national carriers. So as a state, can't we revive a loss making unit into a profit making unit or not? I think the question lies there. Why to disinvest Air India, which is a pride of India? Okay, it started by JRD Tata, the legendary JRD Tata, then taken over by the Indian government, and we have come to a stage wherein we need to sorry, disinvest the Air India. We have the highly educated bureaucrats and the efficient people in the government. Can't they put their best to revive this particular sector? What is the need to privatize everything? Okay, if we privatize everything, there will be a time, it will be just like crony capitalism like US and other Western nations. But India has no always pro poor. Indian economy, as this Mahatma Gandhi has said, there is a beautiful story that our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, once he took a decision. He planned for one policy measure, and he approached to Mahatma Gandhi. And Mahatma Gandhi, what he said, the father of the nation said, see, if this particular policy you implement, and if it does not affect the poorest of the poor people, sorry, in this country, then please go for it. Then please go for it. I think that is the core of Indian belief, core of Indian principles, whether it is economy, whether it is other aspects of the lives. India has beautiful things for the world to emulate. Okay, and whether it is the culture, whether it is a diversity, whether it is a tolerance, whether it is brotherhood, whether here is the only country wherein we call women with respect, we give them the respect of mother and sister, which is not so common in other countries. So this is the land, so this is a holy place, okay, is the meeting point of all religions and all beliefs, and a fantastic place to live in and set set new standards for the world. I think these are the challenges. We are talking about sustainability. We are talking about climate change, UN Sustainable Development Goals, the 17 principles, like a lot of things. We are talking about today the equality, the equity. Okay, these are the buzz issues today. Whether these issues are part of management or commerce curriculum or not, whether sustainability, environmental science, climate change, food crisis, whether these are the burning issues, are part of any commerce or business curriculum or not. We need to look at it. Now we talk about technology. We all are embracing technology. How much space technology has in the commerce and the business discipline? I'm sure we have only fundamentals of computer and MIS in management and the commerce disciplines. And we are talking so much about no technology. So we need to really rethink, relook into the curriculum after this pandemic and see that the challenges we have been undergoing since last February, okay, all those challenges, can we incorporate some of them in our curriculum or not? I think that is very, very important. It has to be very, very relevant. I'm sure that all of us know that Google Ernst and Young, and so many other companies. Even Trump administration, during Trump administration, it was reported in newspaper for the government job in US, okay, the formal qualification has been removed, taken away. So anyone is having the skill sets can apply for the job and get a job. Google, there is no formal qualification. They have removed the formal qualification. Do you fit the bill? Do you fit the bill? Do you have the skill sets to fulfill the job description or not? I think that is very, very important. Is it not? So that's the reason we see that today lot of no this micro credentials, lot of certification programs, and so many successful companies, IT companies. I think no collectively they are making more revenue than the no around 1,000 universities whatever we have in India. Let's talk about Upgrade. Let's talk about Unacademy. Let's talk about Simply Learn. These are the Indian companies. Indian companies, they earn the revenue which is much, much higher than the complete the education sector in India. How they learn? How they learn? Because they deliver quality, they deliver values, they deliver skill sets, and using those values, skill sets, and the qualities, individual finds good job opportunity in the corporate. Okay, so the skill sets, can we bring in those kind of skill sets into our curriculum? Fundamentals are very, very important. Let me tell you, the fundamentals, the subject knowledge are very, very important. In business and commerce, we say that it stands on three legs. Okay, by learning, doing, and being. Okay, learning means you have to learn the fundamental concepts, whatever is there in the subject. Then doing means you have to put it into applications, and being means you have to be like a professional. You have to be like a professional. I think these three aspects need to be taken care. The first aspect is taken care. Learning, huge amount of learning is happening in higher educational institutions. We have very efficient teachers, we have the admin staff, we have the great academic leaders heading the institutions. So learning is not a problem as far as learning is concerned. What about the doing, the application part? I think therein we are talking about industry institute partnership or industry institute and interaction. A lot of things we talk about regarding industry institute partnership. Actually, are we doing this? I think therein question comes. Are we doing the documentation, making the documentation, or it is reverse? I think we need to answer to this. Industry institute partnership, we talk about a lot of things we can do it, and those things can bring in values into academic sector. Now, if I say a few things like guest lecture, we all have been doing it. Fantastic guest lecture. Okay. Then we do the CEO meet, the HR meet, fantastic. The joint research paper with industry executive and the teacher, sponsored project, consulting activities, then MDP, management development program, executive program for the corporate leaders. I think so many things we can do it, and I think these are the things I've been doing it, but still we find that there is some gaps between industry and institutes. Whatever industry is looking for, by and large, and we know that before the pandemic, the CII report, SHM report, lot of reports they have come forward, wherein they say that 15% MBAs are employable, 10% engineering graduates are employable. So why, when the learning is happening, why the 10% and 15%? It essentially talks about the soft skill part, the application part. I think they have good subject knowledge, okay, but they see this profession is not only subject knowledge or know the hard skills. We need to live with a team. We need to know have good interpersonal skill, good communication skills, good behavior, attitude, all those soft areas, the life skills what talk about. I think those are very, very important. And today, even we work in India, but we have to support to US customers or UK customers, or we have to go to on site, overseas. I think everywhere we need to have certain soft skills and life skills to get along with the people. At the end of the day, that's why no, the cardinal principle of hiring is hire for attitude and train for the skills. I think if one student has the right kind of attitude, I think then any skill he or she can pick up in a short span of time. I think the mindset, the attitude is very important. World Economic Forum, they have given certain areas, okay, which will be in great demand, during this time and the post-pandemic. And one, they said that critical decision-making skills. See, we said this is the VUCA world, okay, VUCA world, very turbulent times. So decision-making skills, critical decision skills is very, very important. We need to be, sorry, highly flexible, highly adaptable, positive mindset to pick up new things, learn very fast, and put it into applications. That's what people say. If you have one quality, I think you don't need any other quality. What is that quality is all about? That's about the learnability, the ability to learn fast and put it into application. I think that's very, very important. The critical decision making skills. Another aspect, the world is talking about ACL, okay, social and emotional learning. This pandemic has brought in a lot of stress and emotional challenges. So how we can address the social and emotional learning of the students? Even when we get back to the campus, I think that time we need to address the social and emotional aspects of the students. I think that's very, very important. Then tech savvy, technological knowledges. Now the whole world on the internet. So what kind of modular changes we have brought in into the curriculum beside the fundamental of computers and the MIS? Do you have any programming language? Do you have the digital marketing tools and techniques, hard code areas? Have we incorporated in our subjects or not? The SAP, I know the SAP. Many places they offer SAP as a value-added certification programs, SAP or SAS. They give business analytics or big data, metadata management as a value-added certification programs. Everything we cannot include as a part of curriculum, but that is beyond curriculum, right? Curricular, co-curricular, extracurricular, and beyond the curricular. In the beyond the curricular activities, I think therein there is huge scope wherein we can bring in the recent industry practices and challenges into the campus, and those modules can be delivered by the industry executives or the teachers, those who have the expertise in those areas, to ensure that students are employable at the end of the day. That's very, very important, because the students come to the campus, definitely they want to pursue, they want to learn, okay, and pursue higher education. At the same time, at the end of 2 years or 4 years or 5 years program, they want to get a good job. Okay, that's very, very important. That's their livelihood. A lot of investment they have made. Now they need a decent job, and to get a job, okay, it's not so easy today, because it's a very competitive market, and companies are looking for productivity. See, that's another big challenge. That's another big challenge. We talk about 4 P's, okay, then we added 3 P's, okay, the people, process, physical evidence. Now there is another P, 8 P. This is due to this pandemic, and they call it productivity. Everyone is looking for productivity. Okay, the human resource, okay, are not valued, okay, as so much, because they are under so much pressure. They're looking at productivity. Okay, how much productive the employee is. They're not bothered about their background, educational background, whether the employee is able to deliver or not. If yes, okay, done. Okay, you made the bottom line, you please come and join on board. Okay, that's it. I think there are a lot of challenges. So we need to ensure, as a teacher, we need to ensure that our students, okay, our students at the end of the day, they are employable. They learn the skill sets which industry need out of them. I think that is also equally very, very important. So these commerce and management disciplines, I think these are professional areas, and wherein we need to revamp the curriculum often than 3 years and 4 years. And if not, due to some rules and regulations, under beyond the curriculum program, value added certification programs, we have to bring in those skill sets inside the campus. I think that's very, very important part. The industry institute partnership, the technological components, I think more of technology must be included into the MBA and the commerce curriculum, because even see the commerce, we have the tally and a lot of other applications are definitely there. And then many places they are giving the CCA, CPA, all those kind of programs merged with commerce program, to ensure that their employability goes up at the end of no 4 years or graduation program or 2 years of MBA program. I think that's no another area which is very important. Now, if I talk about the digital, the fast forward, the digital no the age, the digital age, and everything is digitized, right? And see, people, other day I was talking to one of my friends, and he was talking, giving a fantastic example. Okay, he's Mr. Kuldeep Nagi from Assumption University, Thailand. He was telling, no, there was a debate that this online education, whether it will be sustainable or not. Okay, what will happen? And many people say that many of the things cannot be done online. Then he gave a fantastic example. I think all of us can relate. No, he was telling that, Bholanath, how many teachers' name you can recollect? No, since your primary educations to higher educations. No, I say I recollect many names, but few are very close to it. Then he said, that's it. See, even you attended the regular programs, you know, had been with the teachers for so long time, but you only recollect few names. Okay, why it is so? If the conventional education is so effective, okay, and why not online? No, education can be no effective at the same time. I think when the advancement of 5G, probably after that 6G, no, this virtual, this VR, and the blockchain technology, the artificial intelligence, robotics. In Bangalore, there was one school before pandemic only, one international school in Bangalore, wherein some subjects were taken. I think fast robot teacher in India was introduced in one of the international school in Bangalore. I'm not mentioning the name. Okay, let me mention the name so you can relate in online. It is Indus International School, wherein the fast robot teacher was introduced, and the teacher used to take the classes also. See, the robotics will come in a big way. The artificial intelligence will come in a big way, and I think all this is going to revolutionize the education sector. And I'm sure that you know that 2 days back, again, Elon Musk, the SpaceX sent 6 billionaires to the space after the first successful journey to the space. The Richard Branson of no Virgin Group. The second is no Elon Musk of SpaceX. I think, see, the technology, the implications of technology, and the advancement of technology, the artificial intelligence and blockchain, the VR, AR, augmented reality, virtual reality. I think these things will make major change in our approach or whatever we do it as a teacher. So I think, no, I'm coming close to my time slot, 3 o'clock. Let me summarize, because I just could see that Chetan sir came onto video mode. So it shows that,
Continue till 3:30. Sir,
oh, 3:30. Okay, okay.
15, yeah, 3:30, no problem.
Okay.
You started, we have tired, you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
3:30 you
So
can continue,
okay,
sir.
okay. So we have another 30 minutes. So thank you so much, Chetan sir, for the time given. So what I was talking about, if you look at the industry, if you look at the industry, how it is going under changes. Now, industry, many companies, TCS, Google, they have already made announced that 75% of their employees, even they come back to normalcy, they will work from the home. Definitely, work from home has a lot of advantages, and study there was study conducted during this pandemic who said that work from home is not effective, and it is proven that work from home is more productive than working in office. It is true, it is proven. But work from home has many challenges in terms of stress, the family, other works, and our home is not made for the office purpose. This is the traditional home made for living purpose. So some challenges are there, but work from home is much more productive than working in office. And people say all those meetings, okay, wherein lakhs of rupees being spent by the corporate, those meetings can be done free of cost over the internet. See, over the internet, I think, see, so many things, that's what I said, so many things which we took as granted or accepted principle, today we see that no, those things are wrong, those things are wrong. Meetings can be done, okay, very effectively, equally effectively, without spending a single spice. Okay, work can be done, teaching can be done, being at home. And today, see, many teachers from India whom I know, they are visiting professor online to universities to overseas. They are taking classes overseas because they have the expertise in certain areas. Is it not fantastic? Otherwise, would have been possible. No, there will be a lot of challenges, traveling expenses, so many expenses they are taking, and they are getting the remuneration or honorarium, whatever as applicable by that university. It is happening because I have connected many teachers, no professors to the foreign universities. I know personally. They get their honorarium also at the end of the once they complete the course. So I think this is because of this pandemic. So this technology, we have to take it positively, and we have to ensure that even we get back to campus, we should not boycott. Okay, should not boycott technology. It is part and parcel of our lives, but we have to use it very, very sensitively. I think that part is very, very important. So in commerce and management, okay, let's come back to the commerce and management. So in the commerce and management, if we look at the curriculum, I think under OBE, outcome based education, National Education Policy 2020, lot of changes have undergone, and the curriculum is set as per industry requirement based on no Maslow's need hierarchy. Okay, lot of program outcome, education outcome, learning outcome, evaluation outcome assessment, everything is very scientifically prepared across institutions in India. I think that part is very, very well taken care of. But as the industry or the environment is changing very fast and many components are uncertain, so we cannot have a curriculum which can fulfill the requirements of the industry every time or for next 2 years, 3 years, because some things are so uncertain. Okay, so we need to address those particular areas through our beyond curriculum program or the certification or the value added programs. I think those things are very, very important because that will make our students employable. I think that part we need to seriously take care. That's one aspect. The second aspect, the startup activities, which we need to seriously give a thought, okay, wherein we can create more entrepreneurs coming out of the campus than the students, those who are looking for the jobs. And to do that, we need to have incubator, we need to have Atal Incubation Center, a lot of fundings by the AICT and the government of India under No Startup India, Digital India. A lot of initiatives are taken by the present government, and we appreciate that. I think no institutions, we need to take maximum benefit out of it and implement those things into the day-to-day activities and encourage the students to come out successful entrepreneur. I think that can be done. We should have dedicated programs for startup mentors, for business plan, for elevator pitch, and connect with the real-time entrepreneurs, okay, so that as a mentor for the startups, so that these activities can be carried out successfully. I think that's one part. The third component, what time and again I'm focusing on, is the technological aspects, how we can embed the technology into our curriculum, how we can make our students more tech savvy so that they can get good break in the career. The fourth aspect, which is very, very important today, is the stress. So can we include some certain amount of social and emotional learning into our curriculum? Another aspect, the fifth aspect, is can we do some of the sustainability goals into curriculum, whether it is environment science, okay, the food crisis, the climate change. No, we should have some one subject taking care of the UN sustainable development goals, because that kind of outlook is very, very important. The another aspect which people, the world is facing today, I think that should be part of all curriculum. The terrorism, okay, the terrorism no is very, very deadly, and it is spoiling the peace. Okay, so okay, how we can nurture our students, okay, to become successful in their career, to become good human being. I think that's part. And institutions, they have taken enough of efforts to ensure that soft skills and life skills are integrated already, so that part by and large is taken care of. Internationalization of higher education, I think more the twinning program and getting foreign professors to take some of the modules. Our faculty members can take some of the modules, some exchange programs, student exchange and faculty exchange program, joint research, joint collaboration for the journals or for the edited books. I think those things are very, very important. I think one professor said, why you want to publish paper in any, ABDC or Scopus journal? You publish in social media because that have more followers, okay, and than any other, no any other platform. But that thing will take a lot of time while to get the acceptability. But things are changing so fast. Things are changing so fast. There are thought leaders, across social media who bring in fresh ideas, fresh knowledge, and disrupt the systems. I think days are not far. Okay, and see, I think so many research paper presentations going on. Let me just give one example. Still, I have time. Then we can have few interactions with permission from Chetan sir. See, so many paper presentations are happening, right? And it has been happening. Okay, but how many paper presentations are uploaded into the YouTube channel for the world to see, world to validate, and your ideas, I went to a seminar, a conference, I presented a paper, okay, that came into proceedings, no one read, but can we record this video and upload into YouTube for the world to view, to understand? I think one IIT students, he made his video resume, he spoke about himself and uploaded in YouTube, and he got good opportunities from top IT sector. I think no, these things, this visibility, no, we need to create our visibility, our online reputation management. I think students also equally, they need to maintain their online reputations, okay, across social media platform. Okay, I think that is very, very important. And this the learning, no, this learning is especially reinforced due to this no pandemic time. So pandemic, tough time definitely for all of us, and all of us undergone huge challenges, but at the same time it has taught us many new things, that no, luxury is not everything. Okay, to live a healthy happy life, we need the basics. Okay, and that it has taught. Pandemic, this coronavirus has not spared anybody, rich, poor, politician, ministers. Okay, if God is angry, okay, it does not spare anyone. So we need to live a good, healthy human life. We need to be happy in our personal and professional life. We need to do every bit of things to make someone's happy. I think that's very, very important. And there's a beautiful quote, I every time remember: when your vision is clear, your passion will drive you towards your objective. I think that's very important. And what impact we are going to make into the lives of the students, into the lives of the peers, into the lives of the neighbors and the countryman. I think that's very, very important. What impacts, what imprint we are leaving once we are not there. I think that's also equally very, very important. Chetan sir, with your permission, can we have few question answers? I don't know the format, please. Chetan sir, can we have few questions, please?
And now we are just talking about we have to move towards AI, robotics, and IoT and everything. To what extent these technologies can help in actually reduce the spatial disparities, and not only that, how are we going to address the sustainability issues? Because when we talk more on technology, don't you think that these advanced technology may also have an adverse impact on climate? What is your say on that, and what would be the remedy for this? I just want to listen something from you.
Okay, ma'am. Wonderful. I think that's a brilliant interjection. Now, technology is for betterment. Whenever we talk about any change, always we should understand that change is only for the betterment, the positive aspect. Change may be for, no, maybe for the otherwise as well. But as I said, that aeroplane revolutionized transportation sector, television, entertainment sector, telecom, okay, communication sector. So if we look at how technology can really, if we look at internet banking or Jan Dhan Yojana by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, see, the women or the people at the rural sector, okay, they, many people, they never thought of opening the bank account, but this internet banking, digital banking has given enough access to them. Now even the common people, they know how to operate ATM. Okay, there is a beautiful study by Professor Sogata Mitra. Okay, I'm sure that no a school in the cloud. Okay, that beautiful study which was conducted in Delhi, wherein few students were given just laptop and they left just like that. No one was there to teach them anything, and he could observe that after a few days, by trial and error, they could learn by themselves. And this was a case study, famous case study, the school in the cloud. Okay, and much I think around 8 to 10 years back, if we google we can find out, renowned Professor Sugata Mitra. Okay, and so on the similar line, I think technology can revolutionize and bring down the disparity, give equal access to everyone. Now see, because of this internet, if anyone is capable of or good at in any particular thing, I think that person has the equal access around the world, around the world. Okay, there is no end to it. Before that, we could not think of. Some of my friends are taking classes abroad. Okay, they never thought that they could also get the opportunity to take class in some foreign universities. But today it is happening because they are good at a particular area and they need the expertise, so they connect. But before this, no pandemic, because to go and teach there, you have to take permission. When people may not be knowing also about your expertise. But as today, all of us online platform, we keep on searching and building our professional network. We get to know a lot of expertise people. Though this has reduced the disparity. Now, if we talk about equality and equity, I think this is the passport. Just take the example of passport. Earlier days, to make a passport, we have to go to some agents, because in normal procedure it used to take a lot of time. But today is a digital transportation, digital passport system, passport seva kendra, nothing we have to do. If your address is not changed, you have to renew, you can get 2 to 3 days. In 1 week, one person can get a new passport. Just revolutionized. I think in Africa before this pandemic, there are valid studies are there in internet. In Africa, internet has revolutionized the education system and has given equal access to the poor students in the rural areas, which their people never thought of that they will get access to the study. I think this technology, it can revolutionize, it can bring down the equity, it can address the inequality, okay, the gender disparity, okay, or whatever, the rich and poor gap, whatever ma'am rightly mentioned. I think technology has the ability to do that. The digital India, the make in India, the Atmanirbhar India, these are the initiatives not for the namesake. These are the initiatives no are happening on the ground, and this technology has brought in huge challenges. Now in India also, all panchayat in the village, they are connected with the high speed internet. Lot of services are given offer no given at the right time in the panchayat or block development office, which never people thought of before. Now one country, one ration card. One country, one ration card. You need not. I am from Kolkata. Now I am in Bangalore. I don't have ration card. But if I get the digitalized ration card, one country, I can use the same ration card in Bangalore also, or anywhere I move to Delhi or Kerala or any other states. Is it not? So definitely technology is a blessings, but at the same time we must use technology carefully. It comes with the caution, like extreme use of artificial intelligence. That's why Microsoft did not get into Facebook initially. Mark Zuckerberg said that he will get into artificial intelligence, but he also restricted to some extent, because artificial intelligence, like the movie by the Talaiva robot, if robot has get the same kind of intelligence like human being, then Frankenstein. Okay, so this may be little bit of dangerous kind of thing. So as a human being, we should know where to draw line, where to put a stop. I think if we can do that, definitely technology is a blessings. Definitely with the help of technology, whatever area Mahalakshmi ma'am has said, those areas can be addressed successfully, and already a lot of works have been happening in these areas. I think we need to embrace technology with a little bit of caution. Thank you, ma'am. I think that's no
Thank you,
wonderful.
sir. Thank you.
I think any more question, please. We have another 7 minutes. Sarah's given us 3:30 time. Or if anyone wants to add something, please add on. Because we all are teachers. Okay, we all have expertise in one or other areas. So that would be good.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
Yes. Naresh sir, please tell me, sir.
Your session was very informative, sir, and you have focused on various aspects regarding the commerce education right now. I would like to ask one question to you.
Yes.
On the cross enrollment ratio of the students in India and the qualitative decline in the education field. Hello,
Yes, I
am
can
I
hear
audible,
you.
sir?
Yes, sir. Can you repeat, sir? I just heard the first part.
Yeah, yeah, sir. Towards the 32%, but at the same time, we are not considering the quality of higher education. So, how can we contribute in that?
I think I think Naresh sir has asked a very relevant question. Every one of us are talking about GER, gross enrollment ratio. Kerala is having 100% literacy. Other states are also struggling for 100% literacy. Many states given women free higher education like Assam and Haryana. Okay, so a lot of efforts are undertaken to ensure that GER goes up. As Naresh sir has rightly pointed out, we are going for 32% GER in next few years. But at the same time, if you look at the quality, I think there is not much of that reflection on the GER with the quality. I think GER is one side of the story wherein we need to bring in everyone into the the higher education so that we can have matured citizens. We can have citizens with understanding on the different issues and the world issues. That's one area. And the quality, definitely, see, quality, why we don't have the requisite quality in the higher education, because quality is a journey. I think all of us know that quality is a journey. There's no shortcut to quality. And because of today we have the NEP 2020, and a lot of efforts and a lot of big thoughts have gone into the NEP 2020. I think definitely Karnataka is the first state which has where I am belong to, is that introduced that said that then NEP 2020 will be applicable from this year, and by 2030 they will ensure that 100% application of NEP 2020 in Karnataka. I think Karnataka has taken the lead. So there are a lot of positive aspects because what you rightly pointed out. What about the quality? I think this quality will definitely will come. It's a journey. It's not a shortcut process. A lot of initiatives are taken. I think things will definitely move into the right direction, and the government is very no serious about it. And teaching community like me, you, and all others, we also know about that no issues and challenges in the higher education, and which are the areas we need to focus upon to ensure no for enhancement of the higher education or excellence into higher education. So thank you, Naresh sir. I can see Chetan sir. Okay, in the video mode, I think that's it. Sir is very perfect on the time. I think
No,
that's
seeing me doesn't mean that you can stop.
no. Whenever I see generally in offline, no, we pass a small cheat. Okay, but in online mode, whenever we see the face, we think that okay, up. So, Naresh sir,
But
very brilliant question. But quality will come, sir. It will come. Slowly it will come. It's not a shortcut. It's a continuous journey. And definitely, if we look about the quality parameters, I think no, I worked in World Bank project. Okay, the parameters, just I'll tell few areas, and then wherein we can work out definitely. The first one comes the autonomy and the governance. Okay, very difficult area, autonomy and the governance, but this is the first one into the quality parameters. The second one is the curriculum. The third one is the research and the extension activities. The fifth one is the co-curricular. Sixth one is the student development program. Seventh one is the infrastructural development, and eighth one is the continuous development programs taken up by the institutions. I think these are some of the areas wherein we need to focus, and under each area there are around 10 to 20 small components are there, okay, which is similar kind of this QS ranking and Times higher education ranking. Everywhere the points are taken as similar kind of points are there, but all those areas we need to look into, step by step, and we need to ensure that how we can really bring in some positive changes in those areas. And definitely it's a journey. And one last just one saying I'll say is a very popular whenever we talk about quality, because we said about quality, and it goes like this: the biggest room in this world is the room for improvement. Okay. So thank you so much. Thank you, Chetan sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was so
Thank you, sir.
pleasant
Thank you.
and thing to go in. I am very happy that you joined us and made a real impact on the people. I'm sure that your efforts will go a long way, because it's a geometric progression from here, because you have reached to 100 plus teachers, and that will reach to thousands of students, and from them to lakhs of people to go in. I think your talk today has been very, very absolutely inspiring, and I know I was listening to it throughout. Maybe I put my camera off because I didn't want to create a bandwidth problem for others. But it was very, very thoughtful, Sam. And you could see the chat box also. It is full of thanking you for the great session to go. And I'm very fortunate to be associated with you, sir, I should say. And this journey of our association, I look forward to continue throughout our lifetimes. And I wish God to blesses you with a very long life, healthy life, and so that you can contribute more. That's what I always tell you whenever I see your achievements, if you remember them. So, and so nice of you to accept our thing, and so nice of you to come back to us even at the last minute. Sorry for that communication gap. I think I don't know what would have happened, but let us look forward to many more sessions from you, sir, many more as interactions. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you very much. And let's meet personally also sometime when this COVID is off. I was supposed to come to Bangalore next month, but I didn't take it because I'm really worried about the travel and all.
Yes, yes.
So that's the reason. But very soon, I hope that everything goes well. And next year, at least 2022, we all meet in person. Thanks a
Thank
lot,
you so
sir.
much.
Have a good day, and let us break for tea. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah.